Hello, everybody. I'm Dr. Madhu Chopra, bringing to you Viewpoint in conversation with Dr. Madhu Chopra. Back again. Today, I have a very soft spoken, very sweet, very gentle, but a dynamic, hardworking, very creative, and a responsible. I call her a girl, not a lady, Rani Saiba of Sawantwadi. This is one lovely estate in Sindhudurga, and she lives in a palace which she has completely epitomized into beautiful walk-through place. I love going to her place. I can call her my friend. Please, bringing to you Shivla Raje Bhosle, Rani Saiba of Sawantwadi, who I think is a good friend of mine. Welcome, Shivla. It's lovely having you here.
Thank you, Madhu, for inviting me here. And it's been wonderful knowing you for a few years now that we've known each other.
Thank you. Shivla, I have to just, I've seen you grow. I've seen you when um, Rajmata was here, and she used to hold her the bar, listening to people's problems, helping them solve it, and just giving them a patient hearing was what I noticed was so important, so good. Now that she has left it all in your hands and in Kane's hand, he's a Raja Sahib. How do you feel about it, and how do you can you follow on her footsteps? Do you walk on them, on her shoes?
I would say I definitely follow her footsteps. I will not be able to match her footsteps as much as I would love to. But it's been a long learning journey with her. My mother-in-law, with I, what I used to formally call her, it was a lot of observation of what I learned from her, and I learned that by observing her, the patience to give a listening ear to everyone, and to be very grounded is what I learned from her. She was extremely soft spoken, and the maturedness in which she handled the people. She was always very calm, though externally she showed her calmness, but yeah, but she was a very strong woman. So, and I think whatever places and all what we've had now has all been kept because of my mother-in-law, and the fruits of what we are enjoying today is all because of Rajmata and my father-in-law.
So nice to hear a daughter-in-law speak so well about mother-in-law, and I'm proud of you for that. Yes, and you're setting a great example to your generation, to the next generation, that you can learn from the elders, you can bring about change of your own, and you can lead as a role model and an example to the younger segment. So this is where my next question comes. How are you as a mother?
I would say definitely very calm, um, and it's been very different with both the children because my elder daughter Urushi, she has always been a very hyper person, and always very outgoing and all. And my son has been a very calm person. So handling two sides of this as like absolutely different personalities has always been very different. But I think the way we handle today is children is much more different than what we handled the children during our times. We may have been a little bit strict with them during that time, but giving them a lot of freedom because they have been in boarding. Urvashi has been in boarding throughout, and Lakam has been more along with us. So I think he's the one who learned the roots more, and both the kids have been very independent. That's what one thing that I have been very keen, that the kids stand on their own feet, because I think what happens is during this time they have a good education. Is That's one of the best things. Today this all may slip out of your hands. Today we may have this, we may not, but we have an education to fall back on. So I think that is one of the most important things. that what you give as a
So you
parent.
gave Lakham, I will only talk about Lakham here for now because Urvashi is married and
Not married.
not married,
No.
okay. Urvashi is leading her own life. She's
Yes.
not in Sawantwadi anymore.
No, she's not.
Okay. I've seen Lakham in Sawantwadi and I see how well he has been groomed, very well spoken, very dignified, and a wonderful child. I can call him a child, but he's a wonderful guy, wonderful man. And this is what I've seen that she has given him a solid upbringing. She has groomed him to fulfill his roles as the heir apparent of Sawantwadi. Of course, we are talking heir apparent and Rajwada and all those things, although it's definitely different now from what it was earlier. But I'm glad you are retaining the dignity of your position, the dignity of your palace, the dignity of being who you are. Tell me about yourself. How do you see you as a person sitting in that palace and taking over responsibilities and trying to keep alive the ancient traditions, art and culture, the values of Sawantwadi?
During this time, what I have gone through, right from the time since I has passed away, it has been a journey of learning, I would say, because learning throughout, right from the lacquerware, because she's the one who handled, she's the one
So you do
who
lacquerware
started.
by meaning lacquerware?
Sawantwadi lacquerware, in the sense, hand painted.
Okay.
And then we do the Ganjifa cards, which is a part of the lacquerware. And it is from her that you learned so much and observed her, because she was a walking, talking history on this. So that's what you learn from her. Then you learn the part of the education department from her, just by observing her and telling her. Whenever I used to leave for the college, I used to always ask her, is there anything else you would like me to do? And she would always guide me throughout. And definitely, she has been one of the most inspiring persons, I would say. A very strict person, if you say, in the sense, she was very, she never showed her emotions, but I know how she was from inside, because that's where I had observed her, that inside she was a very soft person, but a very, very dynamic person. And and she always said to me that don't get worried. I mean, there were times when you're not well and all, and I used to say, I am very worried. She says, no, when the time comes, he will call you. So don't worry about it now at all.
Profound, that's really profound. So now we've spoken, I mean, you are so eloquent about Rajmata, your mother-in-law, and the fact that you have imbibed the best from her and you're following in her footsteps. It's so encouraging, so good. But who are you? I have only seen you smile. I know you're carrying a lot of load on your shoulders, but I have never seen you look worried or,
No,
depressed. I'm sure there must be ups and downs.
no, depressed in the sense I don't go into like a
The whole-
depression, a whole lot of depression. There are times, of course, you are a human being. You have a little bit of lows and highs, but I get out of it very easily, because I try to tell myself I have observed her too much. I've seen her. I've seen how she's stayed alone, my mother-in-law, and I've seen she may be strict and all, but she never ever went into something like that. And that's how I learned a lot from her. So for me, the most important part, where I tell my children also, be very grounded, be very humble, because that is one of the most essential parts of your life, because that's all you can carry out from here.
Do you meditate? Where do you find your peace? Where do you find your calm?
I do meditate in the mornings. Uh, and just for a short time, I have a set of exercises that I do, and about 45 minutes, Mana. And that's how I mark my day. I have a diary near my bedside with a pen, because I keep on forgetting things. And of course, sometimes you forget when you get the diary down. Have I gone through all this? Do I really have to go through all this? So you do forget that. But yes, my most important thing is that be very grounded in life, because life can take you through ups and downs, and once you can handle the low part of it, the high part is absolutely nothing.
So your son Lakham and his wife Shraddha, Both are, working hard towards converting a part of the palace into a residential hotel with fantastic restaurant, great cooking, and I've seen the inside of it. Clean, a place that you won't shy after seeing all those scary videos. You will not mind going to the restaurant and having their amazing food. They have multi cuisine, but I enjoy their Malwani cooking the most. And tell me about your son and daughter-in-law.
Oh, well, we started the Taisandwada. We were looking out for venues for Lakham's wedding. And I did go to most of the hotels in all over Goa and Mumbai. And I saw the amount one has to put in for the weddings, and I decided why not I do it at my own place. Of course, at that time the palace was overgrown and there were lots of things and all lying. And that's when I decided if I am going to spend so much, I would definitely, why don't I put it in the palace? And that's how we started. So this happened about 4 years back when we started doing up the palace. And one of our very good friends by the name of Rajvi told me, Vastu, that start cleaning the place. You see a difference when you clean, declutter. So she said, clean, clean, clean. So that's what I did. And that's how we had the
It
Thai
becomes so
Sadhana.
beautiful now. It's worth this
Yeah.
place. They have a huge swim pool and they have coconut trees around the pool and they have a deck. You can sit out. It's amazing. I mean, I've seen it from there to here.
Yes, you.
And Lakham and Shraddha need a big shout out. They've done a great job, and I hope all of you get an opportunity to come and enjoy the royal hospitality, the royal stay, and have a great time. Shubhada, if you don't really mind, can we come and take a little walk through of your beautiful palace?
Definitely, you would love. I mean, you're most welcome.
And maybe eat something?
Yeah, of course, definitely eat something. And Shraddha and Lakam, who have done so much work there, you will be able to meet them too.
Shall I, Shubhada? Let's enjoy the beauty of your beautiful place that you live in. You're so lucky to live in such a in the lap of nature, I would say. That's the dam there and all this lush green in the monsoons. So tell me, Shubha, what are your plans for the future of Sawantwadi?
Definitely to take lacquerware, the Sawantwadi lacquerware to another level, to see that it is not only marketed well, because it creates jobs also. We would love to have the more artists come in. So definitely trying. It's been a difficult task for us, but slowly, slowly, since we're approaching schools and also that is one of the things. Second is also getting the hotel going. So that's one thing what we'd love to do. And one of my greatest ambitions was to have three levels. That is, you have 2 days stay at the beach, 2 days at the palace, and 2 days in the mountains. All these places is what we have. So I would love to do something like this.
So, are you going to generate employment for local people? Are you going to train them to become professionals?
Yes, definitely. That's what we have done with the hotel. That's what Lakham and Shraddha have done. They've trained the chefs, all the our local people from Sawantwadi, and the training, the chefs training, the boys, of them are housekeeping, and everything is being trained by the by Shraddha and Lakam. So definitely we will be using more of that, and plus it creates income for all about the staff that is coming in, right from the upkeep of the gardens to the rest of the staff, to the artisans, to everything. So it will definitely create a lot of jobs and everything too.
I know you run schools. Do you think you'd like to incorporate this art into the school curriculum, or have you done it already?
We
So that the kids start getting encouraged into.
we hold small workshops in schools and all. So we have held it in school and in college. We have about 750 kids in the school. So they are extremely talented kids. And I think the area itself, this whole Konkan belt itself, has a lot of untapped talent. We have a lot of artisans we have artists painters, and it is right from the time they're born. They're excellent singers. They're very good actors here. So I think this whole thing can be tapped very well. And as far as art is concerned, we are definitely looking into training right from the time they are kids, so that in case they are interested, we have
Yes,
already
they can
yeah, they can come. They can come in for a job.
take it as a profession.
Definitely take it as
That's
a profession.
wonderful. And do you have plans to change this beautiful forested green area into modern Sawantwadi anytime?
I wouldn't say. I wouldn't like to change that at all.
I hope
I think
not,
I
really.
would love to keep it this
Yes.
way it is. The only things that we would like to develop are the bathrooms and everything.
Yes.
The immediate
The
necessities
the
that
civic
is
center, yes.
yes, that is needed. The cleanliness is another thing that is very important.
Mm.
So keeping in mind, but just to keep Sawantwadi and the whole area in the Konkan as it is, and in fact grow more trees. That's what
Grow more trees,
we are telling the children, that go
yes.
back to nature and start farming a little bit. So the children do a little bit here and
So
there.
you'll be amazed. My son, he has done his graduation in hospitality. He had a restaurant to run. He worked at Taj. And end of all, he's farming.
Yes.
He's here
Yeah.
running a farm, and he's turned it completely organic. He rescued some 6 cows who were being abandoned because the farmer couldn't. I mean, he was poverty stricken, or he was too old to look after them. He had nurtured them very well, and he was going to just leave them off into the forest. So some villager came and told me, "Would you like to keep them?" I said, "Yes, Leo." And they're very old, aging cows, 8, 9, 10 year olds. And what the farmer didn't know was 5 of them were pregnant when they came to us. So we completely took care of the health, and today we have 6 babies and these cows, and it's lovely. And they give us all the manure we need. They're doing vermicomposting, jivamrut, all those things they're doing, and everything here is now organic, and that's the way it should be, I feel.
That's
And it's
wonderful.
encouraging to see a modern day person bringing his education and putting it into the earth, into
Yes.
farming. And I know some more people who are highly educated, but they've started hydroponics, have started aeroponics, different kind form of agriculture. They're bringing their training into large agriculture. I don't want very large. I want to keep it contained and small but sweet.
Yeah.
Nice. Sawantwadi is so inspiring.
Yes, definitely, and I think that's what the future is going to do. We have to tap into the nature
Without ruining it.
without ruining it, and right from solar to vermicompost to biodegradable things. So it's definitely, and use a lot of things which are available in nature.
Yeah.
So
Except for our fridge and air conditioner, everything else runs on solar here. Not when the cloud is on, then it's a little difficult, but which is like 4 months in the year. But rest of the year it's all on solar, and it really helps.
it does.